What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. I want to teach you how to get this egg of origin here in the old 2018 egg hunt. You want to go to the last page. It's the Mirage. It's a brand new level that they have made in here. So you go in there, and as soon as you load into the game, you can see to the right there is a young version of Booker. So apparently he's traveled back in time. So I think we've somehow traveled back in time in this instance, but he basically says that he needs some help. He doesn't give you a lot of information. This is where you're going to get the information. So as soon as you start heading down this path over here, there's basically, we've got 4 mirrors that you want to shine light onto the big orb to reveal the egg. So after you go down this part, you take a right, and we're going to see over on the right side here, you're going to see an NPC standing there. He just tells you that he's basically afraid of going down into that little area down there. I would be afraid too, but you don't need to be afraid. You go in there, and it's going to give you a little path that this is going to take you to the first mirror that you have to shine onto the egg in order to get this whole thing to work. So you just follow this path. It's not really too tricky, but you know, if you've got double jumps going on, and also if you have your umbrella from last year, it definitely makes this whole thing a little bit easier. But you don't necessarily need the umbrella, but again, it definitely helps quite a bit. So just follow this little path over here, and you'll see up at the top there's light reflecting straight down from the sky. Not sure where that comes from. That's not really explained, but we've got mirrors, and we want to take these mirrors and rotate them a certain way to shine them in a certain direction. Basically, rotate them, and then you can see at some point they're basically going to shine the light in another direction. So you go and interact with that one. We did that one vertically once. Let's see, we'll do another vertical and then a horizontal. There's only certain amount of like actual positions that you can put the mirror into. So one of these eventually you will put the mirror into, and it will cause the whole thing to shine a light down the road over here for you. So let's see, interact one more time. All right, yeah, and one more horizontal, and you can see now that the light is actually beaming down, and it's going through those mountains, and it's actually hitting a little sphere ball. So this is where it kind of gets a little bit easier once you're up here, and if you've got like the wings or the umbrella from last year, then traveling forward is just a little bit easier. It just takes a little bit less time, but anyways, if you don't have the umbrella, you can just basically just walk this way. It's all the way down at the end. It's a pretty decent sized map here, and again, I appreciate using this. So the second mirror is over there that we're going to go to on the cactus. Again, you can use the umbrella to help you get there, but also if you start from the bottom of the cactus, you can just jump up all those leaves and just jump around, and you can get to the mirror from there. But it also helps to have this. Okay, so this mirror, you want to interact with this one just like you did with the first one. We're going to bend this one. Let's see, vertically once. Looks like it probably needs to take a little horizontal. Okay, and let's see, it looks like it needs probably I think one more vertical to get that going. Okay, cool. So yeah, 2 verticals and a horizontal. Got this one pointed at that little purple orb there, and that purple orb is basically what is protecting you or stopping you from getting the egg. If you bump into it, it's gonna kind of knock you off. So this other one down here, just kind of follow where I'm going. There's this little pit, and there's 2 openings on both sides. On this side, we've got this barrel. The barrel will shoot you down here into another mirror that is over here underground. Now this one, I think you only have to rotate it horizontally once, and then that will turn it to where it is facing through that little hole. Okay, so now that's facing through that little hole. Send this one over here, and then go out of this little cave. Now this next one, some people probably are thinking that this is the trickiest one of all, and it definitely is. Probably one of the most difficult ones to get to compared to these other 3, but it's doable. Now from up here, it's even easier if you can double jump and then use your umbrella and then float over here. But I'm going to show you how to do it without the umbrella. You don't need the umbrella to get up here. You just need to kind of do some jumping and some flipping. So I'll show you right here. You can just kind of jump your way up here, jump, 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 and you can get up there eventually. It may take a couple of attempts, and it is a little bit tricky, but get to that middle part, jump, and then get here, and then dive, see, and then you can get up to this part using that method as well. It's definitely not as easy as using the umbrella. I prefer using the umbrella, but this will work. Okay, so at this point now we're gonna just move on by going up these rocks even more. So we're gonna try to collect a bunch of these eggs. We've got a little bit of climbing to get to the top here, to the next mirror. It's a very tricky one to get to, so just follow this path that I'm taking, and it's basically supposed to take you up. Yeah, make sure you don't fall over those ledges. You're gonna have to kind of get back up to the top of this. So there's gonna be a little bit of, you know, rolling and jumping, but if you guys played last year, then you guys know that that was the nature of that amazing, awesome egg hunt. Definitely still one of my favorite egg hunts, because I just love the rolling and the jumping and the dashing that you could do with that. So still climbing up to the top. See that mirror over there? Okay, now at this point you should be up to where you're high enough. If you go to the end of the cliff, you just roll and then dash, you'll be able to do that too. But if you go up higher and use your umbrella, then this should be even easier for you. So yeah, again guys, that's another way that the umbrella just helps with this one. So all right, come over here, and again we're gonna try to move this mirror, and once you rotate it in the proper direction, you're only gonna see the lights. Like with the last mirror, whichever order you do this, it doesn't really matter, but once you get the light in the proper place, let's see, this one needs to go horizontal. Again, see, all right, so see how all of the lights disappeared and the big purple orb went away, so you know you've done it correctly, and that you can now go and get the egg when all of this is done. So there's you know, of course, umbrella, again, I like to fly over there. Kind of takes you a little bit slow, but there is a little path down there by the side where the egg is that you can actually climb up and get the egg. You don't have to have the umbrella for this, but I think it's definitely going to save you some time. So there's that egg right down there, and I'm going to drop right on top of it, and boom, you've got the egg of origin, or oranges, you know, I guess depending on who you're talking to. All right, thank you so much. Hope this has been helpful for you guys. If you're new here, would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later.